or 2 precedent-breaking appointments, but 12, including today's long overdue appointment of the first Native American cabinet secretary. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being willing to do this. Already, there are more people of color in our cabinet than any cabinet ever, more women than ever. The Biden-Harris cabinet, it will be historic. The cabinet that looks like America, that taps into the best of America, that opens doors and includes the full range of talents we have in this nation. And like the rest of the team, today's nominees are ready on day one, which is essential because we literally have no time to waste. Just this year, wildfires burned more than 5 million acres in California and Washington state. Across the West, they're roughly the size of the entire state of New Jersey, literally burned to the ground. Intense and powerful hurricanes, tropical storms pummeled Florida, Louisiana, North Carolina, across the Gulf and along the East Coast. Record floods, hurricane-speed windstorms, and severe droughts ravaged the Midwest. And more Americans see and feel the devastation in big cities, small towns, on coastlines and in farmlands, in red states and in blue. Look, billions of dollars in damage, homes and memories washed away, small businesses closed for good, crops and farmlands destroyed for the next generation of family farmers. And just last year, the Defense Department reported that climate change is a direct threat to more than 2/3 of our military operational critical installations in the world, particularly in the United States. And this could well be a conservative estimate. And so many climate and health calamities are colliding all at once. It's not just a pandemic that keeps people inside, it's poor air quality. Multiple studies have shown air pollution is associated with the increased risk of death from COVID-19. Folks, we're in a crisis. Just like we need to be a unified nation in response to COVID-19, we need a unified national response to climate change. We need to meet the moment with the urgency it demands, as we would during any national emergency. And from this crisis, from these crises, I should say, we need to seize the opportunity to build back and build back better than we were before. That's what this administration is going to do with the help of these fine people. You know, when we think about climate change, we think jobs, good-paying union jobs. A key plank of our Build Back Better economy and economic plan is building a modern, climate-resistant infrastructure and a clean energy future. We can put millions of Americans to work modernizing water, transportation, and energy infrastructure to withstand the impacts of extreme weather. When we think about renewable energy, we see American manufacturers, American workers racing to lead the global market. We see farmers making agriculture first in the world to achieve net zero emissions and gaining new sources of income in the process on the farm. And we see small businesses and master electricians designing and installing innovative, energy-conserving buildings and homes. We're going to reduce electric consumption and save hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in energy costs. And we will challenge everyone to step up. We'll bring America back into the Paris Agreement and put us back in the business of leading the world on climate change again. The current administration reversed the Obama-Biden fuel efficiency standards and picked big oil companies over American workers. Our administration will not only bring those standards back, we'll set new ambitious standards that our workers are ready to meet today. We see American workers building and installing over 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations across this country. We see American consumers switching to electrical vehicles through rebates and incentives. And not only that, the federal government owns and maintains an enormous fleet of vehicles. We're going to harness the purchasing power of our federal government to make sure we're buying clean electric vehicles that are made and sourced by union workers right here in America. Altogether, this will mean 1 million new jobs in the American auto industry. And we'll do another big thing. put us on a path of achieving a carbon pollution-free electric sector by the year 2035 that no future president can turn back. Transforming the American electric sector to produce power without carbon pollution will be the greatest spur to job creation and economic competitiveness in the 21st century, not to mention the benefits to our health and our environment. We need to get to work. We got to get to work right away. We'll need scientists at national labs, land-grant universities, historic black colleges and universities to innovate the technologies needed to generate, store, and transmit this clean energy. We'll need engineers to design them, workers to manufacture them. We'll need iron workers and welders to install them. That's how we're going to become the world's largest exporter of these technologies, creating even more jobs. We know how to do this. The Obama-Biden administration reduced the auto industry and, I should say, rescued the automobile industry.